Hello everyone. So as a media communicator and an esteemed member at Executive Women, I would love to introduce to you someone very exciting, Randa Farah. Randa Farah, she's a real innovator in the worlds of education and business. Mrs. Farah started I Have Learned Academy and Leptivity.com, showing she's all about creativity and helping others succeed. With her background in managing people and winning big awards like the Francophone Entrepreneur Award, she's got tons of knowledge to share. So let's learn more about her journey and how she's changing the way we learn and organize events, all while encouraging women worldwide to aim high. So I'm very excited to have this talk with you, Randa. So what's the story behind Leptivity and how did it become such a hit?
Well, we started Leptivity 11 years ago. I was actually looking for a place where to find, like online, to find all the hiking events, all the wellness spa events, and I couldn't find like a place that has everything. So we decided to create it, and I went to some friends and I suggested the idea, and then it expanded into all the events. And now you see, after 11 years, it started as a part-time thing on the side, a hobby, because I worked as a full-time HR back then, and now it's a full business. So yeah,
that's very interesting.
Thank you.
So what got you started with I Have Learned Academy, and what's been the most exciting part of this shaking up the education system?
Yes. So actually, I Have Learned Academy. I teach also at university at USG at Alba, and I've been like a lot in the educational field as a training field, as a trainer. So in terms of my HR career. However, I always thought that there's a lot of things that no one taught us at school or university, and there are things that I had personally also learned the hard way. So this is why I had like something personal around 2010, and I said to myself, okay, I wish I knew those things before. I wish someone taught me those things before. So I said, okay, why don't we create this? And I Have Learned Academy, it's everything that you didn't learn at school or university.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a training company for everything that we did not learn at school and everything that we have to learn the hard way. So just to make it easier on people to learn things in a lighter and smoother way and earlier maybe.
Randa, what made you decide to teach, and how do you keep the excitement alive with all the other projects you have?
Well, there are two types of teaching. So I teach at university, as you know, and there's the training part. It's something that either you like or you don't, So I like to do it because I love to share knowledge with people, and I always make it in a way that is creative. So very often we have like sessions, and we use out of the box like really content and exercises, which makes it always exciting, and I let people dive into their creativity and get the answers themselves.
Mm-hmm. But and I know that you're a multitasker, so balancing HR, education, and events, that sounds like a blast. But how do you keep the energy alive in all your ventures?
Well, I know it's a lot to handle, and I always ask myself, how can I do all these things? I don't have a clear answer, but I know that it's more about being passionate about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And when you love what you do, you don't feel that you're working. It's like you are really doing a hobby over and over, and this is what fuels the passion. And also being organized, having a good time management, using technology for your benefit, not being a slave to technology. So I use all the tools for my to-do list, my calendar, to organize myself. So all these things help a lot.
I definitely agree. So lifelong learning is key. How does it spice up your journey, and what's the most eye-opening lesson you've learned?
Well, I believe in continuous learning, and this is part of my mission, and there is a lot of things that I've learned, and I learned also from many people. So I learn from people, I learn from everyone I see. I learn from every person, because I believe that every person has something they know that I don't know.
Sure.
Whoever and whatever they are or their position is. So that's why it's very important. I am a lifelong learner, and the most important lesson I've learned is related to living in the present moment and not to dwell in the past, because very often we either dwell on the past a lot and this creates a lot of sadness or depression, or we live in the anxiety of the future. So being present here now, doing the best with what you can, your control, what you can control, what you can do is the most important thing.
Definitely. So you're leading the way, and I always say like executive woman is the way for young ladies to actually know their way to success through the experience of entrepreneurs like you who have more experience in this sphere. So I just want to ask, like, how do you plan to inspire and support these women on their path to success?
I think it's very important for each woman to know really what's her purpose in life. So is she someone who is like, not to imitate others, because what I believe made me successful and made like the people I see around me successful is really being genuine and being aligned with your purpose, not trying to imitate someone else. Because I see people, they become so fake when they try, they see someone successful or a certain profile, they say I want to be like that, and they try to imitate, whether it's physically or in the behaviors and all that. This is not going to lead the way. Lead the way, you are going to be successful if you are yourself, if you understand who you are, you know who you are, and actually we have a program called Know Yourself at the Academy.
Amazing.
So discovering who you are, what is your purpose, and what do you want to achieve in this life that you have, like what's your purpose in life.
And do you think this is the secret recipe for your success?
I think it has a big part of it, especially like being yourself, being genuine.
But what's been the most enjoyable part of building your business?
Look, it wasn't like steps, because I did not think, oh, okay, I want to build my business. It was really like whether it's Laptivity, because it started as a side thing and then it grew, or the Academy. It was always based on passion and based on like something very natural. When you are aligned with what you do, you feel it's not something that you plan, it's something that happens, and then, okay, you start to plan the strategy and all that, but you are so aligned that it's becoming what you want. But like what is exciting is always to have the feedback of the people, seeing that you are doing right, building like more and more events, or helping more and more businesses to promote their events. This is what makes me actually happy.
So since winning the Femme Francophone Entrepreneur Award, I'm very excited to know more about it, honestly. What's been the wildest ride and any surprises along the way?
Well, yes, so the Femme Francophone Entrepreneur is one of the awards I've won. I've won also another one that was very exciting. It was the Awards of Resourcefulness by Johnny Walker. It was a very interesting award. There was also another one by the top 20 entrepreneurs of the year by Executive magazine. And there's also there are so many other awards that we have won. It was always exciting. It's very nice to get recognition, recognition can be in an award, can be in the feedback of the people, in the testimonial of the people, and feeling that you're making a difference for the people around you. And what is also interesting, was what we did last year. We did in June the anniversary of Laptivity, the 11th anniversary, and it was a celebration for all the events seen. So we had 1,000 persons gathered into a beautiful event, and you were part of it also as guests. Jad was there, so it was. It's a very rewarding event to see that all the community, all the events that you've built, all the people that you have gathered are here around you, supporting you are supporting them, they are supporting you, and just seeing the feedback of people, how Laptivity contributed in making the businesses of, especially in the events area, shine even more and get to different families and houses and people. So
that's so interesting. And what are you planning for the future?
Well, we are in the event also. We launched Go To Events, which is an international platform of Laptivity, and we are planning to work more on this. It's still soft launching. It takes a lot of time and energy and resources, so we are working on a plan for that. So hopefully also some events, because as Laptivity we promote events, but as I have learned in the Academy, we create workshops, trainings, but also educational events, educational conferences, and we are planning some to come hopefully soon.
So I wish you the best.
Thank you.
And good luck in everything you do.
Thanks.
So we reached the last question. Education opens doors. And how do you see it sparking joy and passion in women around the globe?
I believe a lot in education and all types of education. Education, of course, starts with school and universities. The basic education is also at home, at every home. But education, the most important education for me, is the education that you fight for and you continue doing. Mm-hmm. Okay, so by reading, by observing, by talking to successful people, by, for example, this episode is education. This anything you do, any article, anything that you write, anything that you create is educational. So all these different things are interesting. Reading articles, staying up to date. For example, now we have AI, okay, artificial intelligence. If you are not up to date with AI, with technology, other people will be, and they will take your place. So you have to stay updated and realize, like, be adapted with the new reality. And for this, you need education. Education is power. It is really a weapon for success.
Definitely. So we reached the end of our talk, and it was a great talk. I'm really happy to get to know you better, Randa.
Thank you.
And good luck in everything you do.
Thank you so much for hosting me and for everything that you're doing, because you're also making a very big difference. Thank you.
Thank you.